the champ is here. You know, we've been talking about you all day, man. But he's now officially in the building, in the whip. What's up? What's up, TJ? What's up, champ?
What's up, man? I'm chilling on the way to dinner.
That's what's up, man. How you living, man? You been champ for a couple of days, man. What's it feel like?
Man, I feel good. Like I told you in the interview, I feel like I can take a breath now. Like, but the grind don't stop. I went to the gym this morning, got back to training. But I mean, like it's like a lot of, I've been chasing the title for so long. Even though like a lot of people have been calling me champ, say I move like a champ, live like a champ. But it feels good to put that stamp on it, to make all the hard work finally coming to two. Winning on the biggest stage, and it feels good. It just feels like it's all worth it.
Absolutely, man. You had literally the whole hood out there, man. You had the whole hood, and you had the children out there this weekend, man. How did it feel to just not only just get the belt, but get the belt in front of your people, man, and just be surrounded by so much love this weekend?
Man, it's unreal, man. Like I said, just the only word I can give for it is blessed. That's the only word I can really say to just bring it all together for real.
Did Justin McCollum do anything that caught you off guard throughout that fight, man? I know it went all 5 rounds, man. There was a couple of stoppages during the fight, man. Was there anything that caught you off guard? Is there any props you're going to give to him? You know, just what you see?
Nah, from a striking standpoint, there was nothing he threw that I didn't prepare for. I sparred with some of the best people in Georgia with that same type of technique. OC was one of my main sparring partners, and y'all saw how composed and how of a killer he is. And I went to his gym. I trained with him a lot during camp, and I told him, "Don't turn it down. I need to see those spinning kicks. I know you're real good at it. I know my opponent do them." And he really brought it to me. He landed at least 20 spinning kicks on me in training until I finally. It didn't come till I started getting away with it until the last week of camp. Like fight week was the last week where I actually started avoiding them. All of them, the whole fight camp, I was getting hit with spinning shit. So by the time the fight came, anything he threw, I saw. Other than them nut shots, I was ready for everything.
He did land you with 2 nut shots in 1 round, didn't he?
Yeah, it was.
I think you went down right in
And I
front
don't
of
think it was on.
Jesse, Tiffany, and I.
Yeah, not to take it away from him, I don't think it was on purpose, but it's just like, damn, like why I got to be this unfortunate?
How close were you to not making it up within the 5 rounds or not starting within the 5 minutes? Because I think you took about 3 minutes out of that.
Yeah, I didn't. When it first happened, I didn't know if I was gonna be able to continue because I couldn't breathe. Like my legs really was the first thing that gave out, and it actually wasn't the second. I think it was three. It was three. The first one the ref didn't see. I kind of tried to fight it off, which I shouldn't have. My corner told me again that I got to get out of that shit, trying to be tough, like because I'm just so used to fighting through things as a fighter. But it's like that's my weakness, and it's every man's weakness. No doubt about it. No man can fight through that. And I just like this is the last fight where I'm gonna even try to fight through it without getting a breather. Because even when I went back and looked at it, even though I took a break, when I came back, the fighter in me was still trying to fight, but I had no pop on my punches. My legs were a little wobbly, and I just got to get out of that mentality. I'm tougher than this shit because I'm not.
That's real, man. Now, but we talked about the actual fight. There's a lot that went down before and after the fight. We're gonna start with before. You debuted your new record. Could you tell us about the record, man, and the walkout?
Yeah, Money Gang. That's my new single is out on all platforms right now. It actually did good numbers. I think from the weigh-in video that I previewed it with when we had the face off or whatever. Yeah, it's a song that I made during fight camp. Yeah, if you hear it, I'm talking about me stepping up to the cage, ready to catch a body, all that. So like I said, the more I go, I'm gonna make more music that complements me as a fighter. But yeah, I just at the person that I am, I want to have fun with this journey. Like I said, my followers, my fans, supporters, they get to actually come see me fight, and the people who don't, I'm get to tell my story through music as well.
Man, it's dope, bro. I thought the walkout was great. Per usual, man. You always give us a show. You're a full blown entertainer now. There was entertainment before the fight, during the fight, and after the fight. We just had Travell Miller on talk about his call out of you, And after the fight, he was sitting there cage side, man. You was literally walking around. Who wants smoke with me? Who wants smoke with me? What did you think about his call out? And then what did you think about what he just said on the pod on NFC Now?
The call out, I don't know what. I'm glad he called me out because I honestly, after the first fight, I didn't think he would want to fight me again. And remember, I told you I was gonna beat him in MMA first because I wanted Ty the first time because he had the Ty belt. He turned down the Ty fight to do MMA. I guess he thought he had a better chance. So with me beating him in Ty, and his only hope was to get like a takedown or something. That's when I was green at MMA. I'm so much more ahead now MMA than I was back then. But as a kickboxer, I was already. He wasn't ready for me as a kickboxer, and he knew that. And now it's like I get better by the day. So I didn't understand why he called me out, but I was happy because hey, I feel like I be running out of opponents at this point. Like even with Nima, like Nima beat me, but I feel like he know deep down that win wasn't legit. And that's why I requested a rematch, and he turned it down. I won't blame him. I wouldn't fight me twice. I wouldn't fight me twice either. So for Travell to be in there with a killer like me and feel what he felt and to want to do it again, I, I I feel like he's a true warrior for that. I give him respect, and I'm gonna give him a rematch. You know me, I ain't ducking it.
Which sport would you want to do it in?
I definitely want. I beat him in MMA already, so now I'm gonna do Ty. I don't want to beat him twice in MMA.
I'm excited for it, man. I'm signed up for it. I also thought that when he was just on the pod, he paid you respect just as a man, like man to man. He was like, if I'm supposed to lose to anybody, I want to lose to that guy because of what you're doing in the community. You brought the kids in the cage, man. Have you been able to talk to those kids just about like what they felt in that moment of watching TJ Holt do his thing, man, and like what that meant for them?
It's crazy because the actual next morning, they asked me when we was at the fights after. They was like, "Do we still got practice in the morning, coach?" Because practice at Saturday at 10 a.m. And I was like, "Yep, y'all better be there too." And deep down, I knew I was gonna be tired or whatever, but I still woke up. I texted them in the morning. They still was there, so the gym Saturday morning. I got to see all the kids who was at the fight. My mom brought the belt through. They was happy I got to take pictures with the belt, but they was fired up Saturday morning. It kind of inspired them. They was there before me. Usually I'm the first one there. They was there before me, already with their gloves on, hitting the bag. So it inspired them to go even harder. And like I got some hard working kids. Like I can't believe how hard they be going in the gym because I wasn't even fighting at that age, and them kids are under 12 years old and they be in the gym giving they all. So to see them in the gym that next morning, fired up, like coach, hey champ, man, that felt so good to know that I could really, like, I'm already inspiring them to fight, but to see me fight and to go to the gym the next morning and see them more fired up, even more motivated, that's just all the reason why I got to keep going and I can't stop.
What did you think of the venue Monday Night Brewing? What did you like about it, dislike about it, and what you like more, Monday Night Brewing, Tannery, or District?
I love Monday night. All my people say they love it. They said they like it more than the district. I like the atmosphere at district. I feel like it's more
More
intense,
excitement,
but
more adrenaline.
yeah, more adrenaline. Maybe because it's the nightclub feel, but my people they say they love Monday night because it's not they don't have to look down. Like for the people who didn't have seats, they feel like they didn't have to look down, and of course the kids like I would love to, have my kids in the building and that a lot of parents who do come to see me, they be having to find babysitters. A lot of them can't come because they gotta find places for their kids. So for the parents who had kids, they was like they would love to come back to the event. I love that event. I mean, I love that venue. I feel like yeah, they said the parking since it's not paid to park. The only thing I didn't like about it, I had a lot of people calling didn't say they know where it was. So I
Yeah.
think maybe for future if we have it there again, just maybe like signs with arrows pointing where to go, because that was like the only hard part of finding the actual building. But other than that, I love that venue.
Yeah, and that's always my problem using a venue for the first time, or this time we've used it before, but the first time in 4 years. It's just getting people to realize where it is, how nice it is, how kid friendly it is, the free parking, and just get accustomed to it. But now that we've done one show there, I think each one that we do subsequently is going to be much easier and easier for the fighters to promote and easier the fans to recognize and get out to.
And you know our people, bro, if they don't know where they going, they start calling you as if you're not about to get into a fist fight. It's like, come on, bro, don't do
Man,
that.
yeah. All them people there, ask somebody. It was a lady,
Something
man,
going
and
on, man.
security driving around. But yeah,
Yeah,
I understood though. I understood.
for sure, man. Yo, you put on a hell of a show, man. You're a hell of an entertainer, man. You're a hell of a man, and even your opponents, they understand and they recognize that, bro. We recognize that about you. Before we part ways today, TJ Holt, champ, what do you want to leave us with, man?
Man, I just want to say I thank David for the opportunity. To keep putting on. I appreciate you every time helping me get my story out there. That's all I want to say, man. I'm just thankful for everything. It feels good to be champ. And like I said, I'm ready as soon as possible. I was back in the gym today. I took zero damage. I heard Travell say he felt like my fight was trash. Remember, I told you backstage, I felt like my performance was my best performance, but to my coaches, I fought the perfect fight. I fought my game plan. I fought the way I was supposed to. Like I said, every fight is different. Like I couldn't go in there and brawl with someone who I had a better skill than. I was the longer fighter. I used my reach. I didn't let him get to me. So of course it wasn't what my people was accustomed to. It wasn't. I had to stay. I had a methodical approach. I clocked points. I clocked rounds. I stayed clean, and I brought it home. To some people, it was boring. To my coaches, to my team, they said I did exactly what they told me to do, and I'm okay with that.
I thought it was exciting. I thought it was one of the top three fights of the night, in my opinion. So I think anyone thought it was boring doesn't really know what they're talking about.
Yeah, and
And
like I said, to me, the only thing I can take away from it, I didn't get to go into my killer mode. Right when I was about to go into my killer mode was when that nut shot happened. When I post the highlights, you would see that he was about to go. He was about to get ready to go. I was just turning it up. I was just turning it up. I had so much more in the tank, but this was my first 4 or 5 round fight, and I was so nervous, cause I know the type of condition I am. But I literally wanted to test my body, so I didn't try to. The first through 4 rounds, I didn't go for no knockout shots or anything because I didn't want a flash knockout. I wanted to test my body and see how my body felt in the deep water. So I saved everything until that 5th round, and that's when I tried to turn it up. And unfortunately, I got slowed down. But knowing that I can feel like the first round and the 5th round, it's fucked up for the competition right now. Moving forward.
you have no scratches, man. You look like you ready to go shoot a music video right now, man. You enjoy dinner, TJ. You know you the man, bro. Hey, I respect you, brother.
Yes, sir. Support a hustler.
Support a hustler. Ladies and gentlemen, that's this champ, the 145-pound NFC kickboxing champion, TJ Holtz. I'm Julien Virgin. That's David Oblas. This is NFC Now.